Do you remember the future? The second half of the 20th century was an extraordinary, dream-filled moment in human history. Our fragile and fractured species was taking its first steps together into space, while here on the planet's surface, the construction of a global communications network was beginning to link all of humankind. It was a time of possibility and progress, and from it emerged an almost universal belief in the inevitability of a better tomorrow. These ideas coalesced around a seemingly magical new invention, the computer. We imagined it extending human capabilities, equalizing access to knowledge, and fostering peaceful understanding among the newly connected peoples of Earth. From the 1950s to the turn of the millennium, computing told us a story of transformation and hope. Amid the upheavals of the young century to follow, it hasn't been so easy to abandon ourselves to that beautiful vision as it once was. While technology advances, we have learned that human nature doesn't always keep pace. But in some ways, that only makes our receding dreams so much more alluring and so much more important. The mechanical keyboard calls to us today from that forgotten future. It was born of a time that regarded computers as more than trivial and disposable. Rare objects of enormous promise, worthy of our best materials and craftsmanship. Today, in a culture of mobile devices ever tugging at our attention, mechanical keyboards are like mechanical watches, admittedly impractical and irrational objects. Cumbersome to transport, expensive to manufacture, and obsessively engineered, they are relics of what now feels like an oddly simpler and more sentimental time. Yet their symbolic power endures, gathering vast communities of enthusiasts in every corner of the world, as bewitching to those who never experienced the era of optimistic futurism as to those of us who did. So yes, we seek to elevate and perfect a device at once outdated and mundane, not in spite of the anachronism, but because of it. For us, keyboards are artifacts of possibility, of all that can come from human creation, connection, and cooperation. And they are objects we can connect with through that most ancient and visceral mammalian impulse, the sense of touch. Here then we meet in the nostalgic mists of an alternate reality future, where we can imagine that all our past longings for a perfect digital world somehow actually came true. Because to get lost in the optimistic spirit of a bygone age is not merely to retreat into wistful despair. It is to remind ourselves that a genuinely better future always comes from just one place: the far-fetched hopes and escapist dreams of the here and now.